Hi guys, and welcome to my 4-month update for my lullaby. And I screwed up a bit. Thank you guys for all the feedback in my 1-month update video on how to sort of address certain aspects. I will be counting all items as an individual allowance token. So if I did have 3 for 2, I'm not going to count like the two purchased items. I'll count all 3. So that's how I'm going to do that moving forward. I will not count anything that's gifted, like if someone were to gift me things, because I did have a lovely lady who's a regular at the cafe I work at. She gifted me a lovely big bag of secondhand books, and it's made me so happy. So I'm not going to count that towards my lullaby of acquiring items, because it was a gift. I will count ebooks separate from physical books, because as I said, I'm not big on buying lots or acquiring lots of ebooks. That came out really weird. Ebooks fairly quickly. I do have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, so I do tend to borrow Kindle books than purchase them, and a lot of the Kindle books I do purchase tend to be sort of non-fiction or like writing craft books. There's very few actual fiction books I purchase on the Kindle. So physical books, again, I will still have a max of 5 per month, and for Kindle books I will have a max of 5. Just count them as 2 separate entities, because it is sort of like a mixture of a financial restraint and a physical space restraint. I am getting into like a happy place at the moment where a lot of categories are decreasing quicker than I bring things in, so that is great. So yeah, I wanted to mostly focus on the physical number of things I'm bringing in, like the space it physically takes up. I actually pulled everything out of cupboards and drawers, and I have them out to my left here. My left, probably your right. I have like canvas buckets. They're full of body care, skincare, bath products, and I can physically see them every day. I wake up and I can see them. Same on this side, I have like baskets on a shelving unit that are full of my skincare, body care, and I see them all the time. These boxes, these cubes are full of lotions and things. I have them out so that I can see them, so I have this constant reminder that they are there. And the more they are there, the more I see them, the more I'm like, I need to tidy this, I need to neaten this. And the more I try and neaten it, the more I'm aware of how much stuff there is and how much stuff needs to get used up and out of my house. It's the same when it comes to like my makeup collection. Disregarding this month entirely. I will get to that in a moment. The more anytime I feel like an urge to shop or like an urge for something new, I just go through my makeup collection and tidy it. Even if it's not necessarily messy, I'll just like retidy it, reorganize it a little bit, and just physically touching everything and seeing what there actually is usually enough to just stop me from going crazy and purchasing all the things. And as far as sticking to my low buy allowance, I was doing really good up until this month. I was doing really good up until this month. I'm not sure if my show and tell video will probably go up after this. And you'll see the full craziness there. But up until this month, I still had two. I had one allowance left for skincare products, and I had two left for makeup products, and that was even with purchasing 3 for 2 items from Makeup Revolution. I'm sorry, I've got like a hair or something in my eye, and it's making my eye really itchy. So it's being very mindful of what I already own. I've recently redone my makeup inventory, which has greatly limited my desire to purchase certain categories. And with doing my makeup basket and tackling specific skincare needs, I did purchase a good deal of skincare recently, but again, it fits within my allowances. So aside from that, I have been very mindful of not purchasing excessive skincare products, like no more masks. I'm not purchasing any more masks until I use up what I have. Don't need to buy facial oils because it's becoming obvious as something I really don't use, especially as I'm going through like my skincare baskets, and then I come back and I go through everything. I'm like, oh, I didn't use this, I didn't use this, I didn't use this, and it's always the same types of products I'm not using. So yeah, all being very aware and very conscious of what I'm using, what I have, is having a direct impact on shopping. It's no longer, oh, I shouldn't buy things. It's being aware of what I need to add, what is actually necessary, what is, and for the most part, like I say, going through and reorganizing things and just touching things and looking at them physically every day is enough to quell most urges. Until you have a moment like this month where it was just stress. Like, my city went back on lockdown. My kids' school opening, nursery was delayed. Had to deal with her level of disappointment. Like the situation around working, and it was difficult. It was like my parents had just gotten out of being shielding. I haven't seen my mum since early March. I don't think I've really talked about it. Like, my mum and I don't necessarily have the best relationship. But she was diagnosed with like breast cancer in late November, early December last year. She had a really successful round of chemotherapy, and she came out cancer free. But she had a fall in the end of February. She had a fall in backtrack a bit. She had a fall in November where she fractured her wrist, and she had another fall in March, the end of February, early March, that resulted in her having to be rushed in hospital because she couldn't walk. And what happened is, when she fell, when she fractured her wrist, she had also fractured her shins, and it hadn't been picked up on because my mum has arthritis, and she also had a lot of like skin infections and stuff in her feet and legs, so it caused the entire area to be swollen anyway. So them being swollen after the fall didn't click anyone's head to check there, and she was in pain there anyway with the infections. So when they go for chemotherapy, they give you a steroid drip along with it for the pain. And that had been messing with her diabetic medication, and she had been like hypoing and then hypering and coming down again, and that was what was causing her to have dizzy spells, and then she eventually fell like multiple times within a 24-hour period, and that was enough to I don't know the medical lingo, but it made the fractures in her shins worse. She didn't necessarily have broken legs, but there was a lot of injury to the bones in her shins. So she ended up in hospital, and she was in hospital for like almost she was in hospital for I think 3 weeks, and she got sent home just before lockdown came in, because of her immune system, and like hospitals would be a high risk area for her to be in. They sent her home because she didn't necessarily need immediate medical treatment anymore. She was back on track and everything. She just needed her legs to heal, really, and they sent her home with like a Zimmer frame and a wheelchair, and she's all good. She's fine now. It's a very heavy topic to talk about. She did have radiotherapy in July, and that went well to sort of eliminate any other growths in her cancer area. And the doctor is very happy with how her treatment's gone, and her so yeah, she's officially been declared cancer free entirely. And her hair is growing back and everything, or at least she's told me. I haven't seen, but they had just come out. They had just come out of shielding at the end of July, and then the city went on lockdown again. Like, they went on lockdown on the Thursday, and I was planning to go and see them that Saturday. And yeah. So I haven't seen my parents. Like, I've seen my dad a couple of times. He's popped up with a birthday gift for me on my birthday, and a gift for Luna on her birthday, because mine is May, Luna's June. I haven't seen my mum. I've talked to her on the phone a couple of times. But yeah. It'll be nice to go and see her. And yeah. So yeah, it's been stressful. Like, it's not necessarily just one big thing that's causing the issue. It's like lots of little things. And yeah. So I just snapped one day, and I purchased a crap ton of Morphe stuff, and it made me happy. So yeah. This video took a whole other turn than I meant it to, but yeah, that's basically what happened to my low buy this month. Just the straw that broke the camel's back, going on lockdown again. It's just too much. It's just too much. I could probably go on and on about my feels about that. But yeah, I'm not going to. There's many speculations as to why RSA is being handled the way it is, and I don't want to get into that too much, because it's a political quagmire. It really is. And it's just, I don't know what to think about it all. I really don't. There's so many. It's so much that I can't even form words about it. It's crazy. But we're all happy. Well, we're all mostly happy. We're all healthy. I'm still employed. So we have many things in life to be grateful for. And that is the main thing. Think about the positives. Think about things you're grateful for. And it'll get you through the day. Anyways, so moving forward from this. I'll quickly show you guys the stack, the Morphe. Yeah, this is what I picked up from Morphe. It's a lot. It's a lot. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna sugarcoat it. I went a bit nuts. A bit nuts. So moving forward from this, I am now officially on not allowed to buy any makeup until mid-November because I have pulled credits from future allowances that is technically breaking my rules. But I don't know if I should maybe put in a harsher punishment. I don't know. I really don't know. Should I like forbid myself from using these products for a while? I don't know. Tell me, what would you do? What would you do? How would you deal with yourself? How would you deal with yourself? But I'm gonna continue forth with my my makeup basket what do you call it, a project? Basically, I'm going to continue forward doing makeup baskets, rotating through my makeup and trying lots of different things each week. I will probably filler some of these palettes in as like a weekly palette because I tend to be taking like 2 palettes a week out. That would be the idea going forward. So yeah, I don't necessarily feel exceptionally guilty for going over my low buy limit, or yeah, I don't feel guilty about going over my low buy limit. I just don't. It's fine. It happened. Learning from it, moving on. But again, I'm gonna have to sort of arrange my makeup area so it's something that I can look at and see everything and know that it's there. I'm actually thinking of sort of my shelving unit that has the baskets. If I could just swivel y'all this way a bit. The shelving unit here that has baskets. I'm going to commandeer one of those baskets and put my eyeshadow palettes in it so that I have them all like out and on display. I did move them from the desk drawer and I put them in one of the cubbies and in a basket, and I don't like that setup too much because again they're still out of the way, I can't really see them, whereas when I go over to make my weekly makeup basket, they're going to be right there where I can see them, and I just need to pull out a basket and boom, there they are. But again, it's also going to encourage me to use up things that are in those baskets to make room to put my palettes there. So going from here on out, there will be no makeup purchases till probably December. You know, that'll also be my punishment. I'm just gonna not allow myself to have those 2 credits in November. Because as far as everything else goes, like, I'm not in desperate need of any other books. I've purchased some books. I need to calculate my book credits. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 physical books here that I've purchased. So that's like only 2 months worth of books right there that I've purchased since the start of my low buy, which is good. So it means I still have 10 physical book credits left, but I don't, there's not really many other books that I would like. I'm kind of going down this sort of self-development sort of path at the moment, and like maybe if I come across another book that's recommended, I might pick it up, but we'll see. There are no promises, or not the word promises, that's the word I'm looking for. No oh my goodness, I can't remember the word. Guarantees? There's no guarantees of what my book purchasing will be like over the next few months. And as far as skincare goes, I'm kind of still working on what I have, so I think my next low buy update is gonna be, hey guys, I did a whole month spending nothing. But we'll see. I'm not gonna make any promises on that front. But yeah. No more makeup purchases for till December, and everything else I think I'm pretty good for. So we'll see. We'll just have to see. And we're gonna work on finding healthier ways to deal with stress. To be honest, like when I was getting like hyper stressed, all I wanted to do was to just have a day out by myself, and I couldn't get a day out by myself. Sometimes when I'm super stressed, I just need to be alone, even if it is like going out and perusing stores, because even though we were in like lockdown, like you could still go into like the city centre and go to the shopping centres. So even if it was just going out for a little peruse just by myself, that might have been enough to take the edge off, and I wouldn't have bought that Morphe stuff. But let's not go down that route too much, because I don't want to convince myself that I regret this purchase, because I don't really. These are things that I kind of had my eye on anyway, and would have probably purchased over the course of several months eventually. But instead, bought them all at once. So yeah. But you know what I mean? Just finding something to take the edge off of being in a very stressful headspace would be beneficial to my low buy situation. Really. Really would. But I will be going out tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to get a couple hours out by myself. So yeah, that is going to be awesome. It's going to be my first outing alone that hasn't involved, like my only other outings alone have been to go food shopping, which isn't exactly relaxing because I still have the strenuous task of carrying everything home. But this is going to be just nice and relaxing. I need to go out and get a couple of things. I need to go get a backup computer mouse because mine is on its way out, and I need to pick up a few other little bits and bobs for around the house, and yeah. So I'm going to give you my itinerary. My plan is to pop into town. I'm going to pop into town. I'm going to go Primark because Primark is having a massive clearance, and I would like a few new clothes. I would. So I'm going to pick up a few new clothes. And then from there, I might pop into Debenhams and see what's what. I don't know. I know the Blue Cross sale is done, but I was in there before the first lockdown and they had racks upon racks of clearance stuff. They had this rail, it just stands out in my mind. They had this rail by the escalator that was just full of bras that were normally like £40, down to under a fiver. Some of them were £1, like Gossard bras for £1. Yeah. And I also remember in Wallace they had these rails of dresses that would have been like £30-40 down to a tenner. And I was like, because I remember thinking, I'm going to come back on payday and come and get a couple. But I couldn't, because we're locked down. So yeah, but I'll go see if those are still there and have a nosy and see what's what. And then from there, I might have a nose in Superdrug, see what's happening. Because we have two Superdrugs. There's one in the Trinity Centre and one in the Bonacross Centre. And the one in the Bonacross Centre, the aisles are just so freaking narrow. You just can't move for people. Even in under normal circumstances, it is not the easiest store to navigate without getting like crushed by people. And then from there, I'm going to go to Boots. I don't know what I'm going to pick up there. Probably like some Bath and Body stuff or stuff for the kids. And I need new vitamins. I need more vitamins. I'm running out. And then from there, I do need to get new leggings for work. So I need to go to New Look or H&M and get new leggings. Which means I have to go double back and go Union Square. So I might go there before Primark or after Primark and walk around. I'm not sure. I'm sure this is riveting. But then from there, I'm going to get the bus up to this shopping area called Berryden. And I'm going to go to the big Home Bargains that's there, because they have a big Home Bargains there. And have a wee nose about, see what's what, because it's like twice the size of the Home Bargains down at the beach. And then I'm going to go around to B&M's, and that's where I'm planning on getting the mouse from for my computer. So we'll see what happens there. And if y'all want to see a haul video from my day in town, let me know. And we'll see. Anyways, that is the plan. I'm looking forward to it so much. I might treat myself to some food, or like see if Costa is open and get a hot chocolate or something, or I don't know. We'll see. Because I haven't eaten out or bought a coffee out since start of lockdown. Like I haven't, like since March. I've had like we were in town with the kids last week getting stuff for Luna's school, and we bought some like paninis, but that's pretty much it. That's the first time we've eaten out. I know the real kicker was like the Eat Out Help Out scheme started, and like 3 days in our site goes on lockdown, so it's like I can't even take advantage of it. Like I work as a waitress, so it's like I had so many other people taking advantage of it, and some people being really arsy about it as well. But I never got to take advantage of it myself because I was at work, and by the time I finish work it's like bedtime for the kids. So yeah. It's alright. It's fine. I'll just order a Chinese instead. It's cool. Because we have ordered Chinese. I'm just totally rambling now, am I? I like Chinese food. I do. There's a really good one just across the road from us. I'd like to go there. What else? Oh, they do these like, it's like Chinese crisps. It's the only Chinese I've ever ordered from that didn't give you a bag of prawn crackers for free. They give you these Chinese crisps, and they're nice and all, but they're really greasy. They're kind of like the casing of wontons, but they're like spiced a bit. They kind of remind me of this Indian that we used to live across from called Aisha, and they used to do these like spiced tomato like French fries chips, and you used to be able to buy like a massive bag, it would come in a carrier bag, and it only cost £1.50, and it was just every time we had a sleepover we had those. Sorry, like I am going to stop now. I'm gonna stop now because this video is just crazy. Can you tell I haven't really had much social interaction this year, like at all? I'm going a bit stir crazy, to be honest. Anyways, so yeah, we have learned from our errors. We are going to move forward and not dwell. Yes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Apologies that this was so long, and I hope you enjoyed my little ramble about my future day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.